God damn, there's a lot of fucked up shit in the news this week. What's up, guys? Welcome to Bobby's Bytes number 4. I'm here to provide you with the best and the worst news of the past week. And unfortunately, a lot of it this week was tragic. I usually try to do these things in the most entertaining way possible, but this week it's too hard to do. Let's just get into it. Top story this week is clearly the shootings in Orlando. 50 people were killed by a man who had pledged his allegiance to ISIS and then was gunned down himself in an Orlando nightclub. This is one of those things that's like so far beyond tragic. It's like you can barely really put it into words. All I really have to say is the gunman got off easy with death. He got off easy. I mean, if we brought him back to life and killed him 100 times, it would not be a fitting punishment for what he has done. I'm speechless about this, to be honest with you. I can't imagine what the families of the deceased are thinking right now. The parents of the shooter, honestly, you know, I mean, I feel bad for them too. You know, by all accounts, I saw the man's father had posted on Facebook and said that, you know, he was a good child, and we're shocked by this. And you know, I can't imagine as a parent what you would do in that situation. I mean, everything changes forever. I mean, even your whole family will be like judged by people, and it's sad. I mean, even take away the allegiance to ISIS part. The fact that he went in and just gunned down 50 people with no remorse, no nothing. It's sad and it's tragic, and my heart goes out to the families of the deceased. And I followed that up with another tragic story. Alumni to The Voice, Christina Grimmie, was shot and killed after a concert by what police they just chalk up to a deranged fan. I don't know what would cause someone to just kill. I'm very sorry. I'm having trouble this week wrapping my head around some of the things that have happened. It's totally fucked up. By all accounts, Christina Grimmie was a sweet person, very confident. That's all the things I saw in the newscast and on Twitter. Like everyone on The Voice, you know, Adam Levine, Blake Shelton, Christina Aguilera, they're heartbroken over this. Carson Daly posted also. My heart and my condolences go out to her family also. It's just a tragic thing that came out of nowhere in that case, and it's like so messed up. The Stanford sexual assault case also comes to mind. Brock Turner was given 6 months for the rape of a 22-year-old woman. I'm all for castration for rape, like commit rape. I'm all for castration. That's all I got to say. And 6 months isn't fucking nearly enough for the damage this guy has caused. And parole after 3 months, fuck that shit too. That disgusts me. There's a petition to have the judge removed from the bench, and I wouldn't be opposed to that either. You know, I usually try to see both sides of everything, and sometimes, in some cases, not this one, but in some cases there's other sides of the story and things are more complicated, but this isn't. I think this is pretty cut and dry. I'm not against the judge being removed from the bench. I am not opposed to Brock Turner having his testicles removed. I'm not opposed to him having his dick removed and shoved up his ass. That's how I feel about that. So, all right, moving on. Justin Bieber, everyone's good friend Justin Bieber, was in a fight after one of the NBA Finals games at his hotel. I think a video on TMZ shows him and a much larger man getting into fisticuffs, and Bieber got off a punch before the big man took him down and all that stuff. All I really have to say about this is my stepdaughter's alleged fiance. Welcome, Tori. He posted videos, he posted pictures on Instagram after showing that he had no marks and he's still all pretty and whatever. And hey, good for him, but you're still a moron. Let me be clear, my stepdaughter Tori knows this. I never really had anything against Justin Bieber, like in the beginning. His music wasn't the kind of thing I listened to on a normal basis, but I've heard worse music. I mean, Justin Bieber's music really isn't that bad at all. It's just his personality that goes along with it. But I became a hater when he went to the Great Wall of China, and he was too lazy to walk the whole thing, and he had his bodyguards carry him through the rest of it. That just turned me off to Bieber right away. So that's how I feel about Justin Bieber. Gawker has been forced to file bankruptcy after losing the court case to Hulk Hogan. Hogan got awarded $140 million for Gawker's part in Hogan's sex video with his best friend's wife. I'm not the biggest Hogan fan, wrestler or human being, but I'm happy for him on this one because Gawker is fucking stupid and they deserve what they got. So that's what that is. You know, you can't do shit like that and get away with it forever. So too bad for Gawker, good for Hogan. Let's just move on because this fucking story is stupid anyway. I didn't even bother to read this article, but Donald Trump faults Hillary Clinton's policies and character. Good one, Don. Good one. I think you're in line to totally not have a comedy career if your career in politics does not work out. In light of all the tragic stuff that happened this week, like last week I picked one article from goodnewsnetwork.org. You know, to kind of like even things out a little bit, and there's no amount of news, no amount of happy stories I can put on here that can even out the tragedy of this week. But this week I chose two articles. This first one has kind of a sad element to it, though. You've probably seen the video of the boy basically trespassing on someone's property to give a dog a hug and then run away. Here's the video real quick. The woman that lived there, to her credit, posted this on Facebook, and she was like, "Can anyone identify this boy? I want to tell him that he can come over and play if he wants to." And I really thought that was sweet. And then it turned out that the boy's dog had just passed away, which, you know, that's that's the sad element. But it was very sweet of the woman to, and this boy just wanted to hug a dog. I mean, really, and it brings back bad memories for me. I'm not going to get into it all right now, but about 4 years ago, my son's dog was accidentally killed by another dog. Watching him go through that, it was just one of the worst days of my entire life. Like, seriously, I mean, I made a music video of it. I had a YouTube channel from before, but it wasn't a channel where I posted videos, which is where I watch videos, but I did post like 2 videos. One of them was a tribute video to the dog, and I used the song "Gone Too Soon" by Simple Plan, and he played that song yesterday while we were in the car, and I was blatting the whole time because it was horrible. But I can relate to this boy missing his dog and wanting to hug another dog, and I think it's a really sweet story. It really is, and now the kid can come over and play with the dog if he wants to, and the dog loves the attention. You can tell every time the kid comes running in the garage door, you can see the dog's tail wagging, and it's so cute. So good for the child, and good for the woman that did this for him. Another funny news story: a man on a horse lassos a bicycle thief. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I don't think there's an actual video on it, but there's several news reports on it. This guy was stealing a bike, I think from Walmart. This guy stole a bike from Walmart, and he was getting away, and the guy was there with his horse, and he's heard someone yelling. The woman said, "He stole my bike," or whatever. The guy got on the horse, and he was a rodeo champion, so he chased this guy down and just lassoed him and took him down by the feet, and it's fucking awesome. I gotta hand that one to the guy. That's awesome. That's what you get for stealing bikes from Walmart. And a personal good news story. My 13-year-old son and I went to the store yesterday, and it was raining, and of course I turned the lights on because that's the law. And of course, I forgot to turn the lights off, and I went to the store, and of course, the battery was dead when I got out. So I was like, fuck. You know, I felt bad. I felt bad for making him go through it, even though my son's so good. He was trying to get me through it because I was so upset and stressed out, and he was just, you know, he was there for me the whole time. I saw it as a good opportunity. I found out there was jumper cables in the back of the car, so I got the cables out. I opened up the hood, and I was showing him how you would jump a car, you know. But I had an ulterior motive. I was hoping that someone would see what I was doing and stop and ask. And lo and behold, this one lady did. She had driven past us, and she turned around and came back. and she asked if we needed to jump, and I said yes. And it was very, very sweet of this woman to stop. And the issues I said before with my son's dog, he's got trust issues, and he believes like me that like animals are like, he'd rather be around animals than people. But this was a good opportunity to show him that there are good people in the world. You hear a lot of bad stuff on the news all the time, but there are good people out there. And sometimes they're not that far away. And this lady was very, very sweet. She had 2 dogs in her car that were just chilling out the whole time watching us. And so that was the good that came out of it. I was stressed out for the rest of the day because of, the killing the battery in the car and all that stuff. But it was really good for that to happen. And my son couldn't wait to come home and tell everybody what had happened with the nice lady and stuff. So that makes me happy. Silver lining. That's all I got for this week. I'm sorry I didn't really go deeper into the Orlando shootings and the Christina Grimmie shooting. I don't know what to say. It's just sad. It's really sad. And I've seen a lot of friends post on Facebook that it's disheartening to see all this bad stuff going on in the world. It really is, But we have to get through it. Just bad stuff. It's scary, especially if you have children. You don't want them exposed to that kind of thing. You don't want it happening to them. But if we don't live our lives, if we don't try to put some of this behind us and try to move forward, we're not living our lives. The assailants ruin our lives. We're letting them, run our lives, and just we can't let that happen. We gotta move through it and just move forward. I'm sorry. I may be a writer, but I'm low on adjectives. My adjective meter is not very high right now. So that's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My debut novel, The Roar of a Dragon, is still available on the Roar and Veil Books website. It just picked up 3 more 5-star ratings on Amazon, so that makes me happy. Thank you for watching. Have a good one, guys. And as always, it's Bobby's World, and you're all just living in it. CLC for life, y'all. Bye.